I'm even talking prostitution because I actually
You want
do.
legal prostitution?
I think the prostitution should be legal because I think right now these women, they're in dangerous situations and they can't go to the police. If you legalize it, these women could become independent workers. They wouldn't have to work for anybody else, and they would be taxed,
What?
and it would
Okay,
be
yeah, maybe. But
regulated.
what about if they like made bank robbery legal so that nobody died during bank robberies?
But I think bank robbery is different. Bank
Why?
robbery, like how is prostitution hurting human beings is what I would wonder. It seems like a very choice dependent system where if someone's gonna go find a prostitute, they're gonna find a prostitute. They're gonna do it illegally or they're gonna do it legally, and it's not harming anybody else
I don't know.
other than
You know, I'd like to think as much as possible is that people are able to make their own decisions. The only downside that I could see is if you are, um, you would then be not necessarily treating a person like a person and more as an object.
I guess I wonder because the women who don't want to do it wouldn't do it. The women who want to do it anyways, right?
I mean, there's some that don't do it because it's illegal.
I'm sure there's a portion, I guess, out of water. I guess like I don't think that the number would be that drastically different, and not to mention all these people who are in human trafficking are stuck in this system. Their lives are in danger. They're not being treated right. They would be free, and just
Why
as
would they
many
be
people
free?
would leave the system
Why would they be free?
because they could contact the police.
They
There
can
could be
still contact
laws that could.
if you're being kidnapped, you can still if you have the
Well,
option, you can contact the police.
these women who are working in prostitution, they feel like they can't contact the police because it's illegal.
Okay.
So
But
when you
you can just say you
legalize
got
it,
kidnapped and forced into it.
there's still a fear of legal ramifications, especially when people don't know. I don't know what the laws are per state, and I don't know if there's any ramifications that could come on to the women who are working in these prostitution fields, or if you're viewed as an independent contractor. But
Now
a lot of these
the law's now
people,
coming on people. That's not good.
the law is sexually harassing people now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like you hear all these instances of people being afraid to contact the law, and
Hmm.
I just think that everyone should have the option to not do that, and then you could eliminate human trafficking in the country. You'd monitor all these if there was establishments that opened up, you'd monitor those. Independent contractors, you'd monitor them. You'd just have it all under a system that's safe, where abuse can be reported immediately, taxed, just all controlled, and making sure that uh, health is also a priority. Just get this all under wraps, and just make sure that nobody can be abused, and just say if you want to do it, great. If you don't. But make sure that you're treating. If you do own an establishment that's selling sex, you're gonna treat the employees right because it's gonna be under the legal system. And if you don't, no.
Yeah, I think I'll have to think about that. What's even causing somebody to want to be a prostitute, you know?
That's another question. It's got to do, I guess, with. I guess there's some people who would want to do it, and then there's people who feel like they're forced because they're in an economic situation
Yeah, and
that
I think we should solve that.
Definitely, I think so too.
Because, God, you know, unless they want to, there's just people that like to do it. But
I think we should do both, though. I think it should be if that's how you want to make a living, and if you feel like you're happy because you're making bank doing it, go ahead. But if you want to work another job and you don't want to do that, that's great too. There should be plenty opportunity. Yeah, I don't know, just giving people just the options and just saying cut out the guy who's going to be doing some shady stuff, who's going to be using his gun, who's going to be being like, you can't contact the police, man. I don't know why he sounds kind of Russian. He kind of sounds like a weird, kind of makes, hey man, you can't contact the police. I don't know who that sounds.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to impersonate anyone, okay? This is just what this guy sounds like. But
He's
he's
a
like,
first generation immigrant, and he grew up in
just in some weird place.
South LA.
South LA, yeah. He's an immigrant of South LA. Hey, you can't contact the police. Hey,
And he's also he jogs everywhere he goes.
Yeah, he wears a tracksuit. He's inspired by kind of some of the Russian mafia people. So he has his gun. Hey.
Very animated character.
Yeah. Please, I want to leave. I want to leave now. You can't.
Wow, they got a little boy. They got a little boy.
He's working for him. He trafficked him in from
Man. From one of those stand countries. All right. Well, we got our hands cut out for us. Thanks for watching, you guys. Pretty energetic episode. You know, if you're a prostitute, reach out to us. Not for sex, but for
conversation.
Maybe we'll have you on the podcast.
Tell us what you think about this whole system.
Do you like it? Do you not like it? Just, maybe we have the opportunity to record a caller when they call in. So, we would love to have you on. And maybe we'll search for some prostitutes.